aerodynamics, using air resistance. Literally just use it as a warm-up tool. Make about 6 swings left-handed, 6 swings right-handed, and then make a few both hands. It's game time, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, golf enthusiasts and adrenaline seekers, get ready to witness the spectacle that defies the law of distance. We're coming to you live from the breathtaking landscape of West Bountiful, Utah, the World Long Drive stop number 8.
But to be able to get into, World Long Drive and really understand what we do, there is a science to this, and it is a lot of fun. Like, I really get to hang out and announce, hanging out with my boys. Right now, we're going to key in on Kyle Berkshire.
There he is.
World number 1 for 4 straight years. Ended up losing it, but with a win, Kyle will be right back in the saddle at world number 1.
The way these tournaments are, it's not about being the longest hitter, it's about putting the ball in the grid a lot and advancing, and so that's what I'm trying to do.
Today is different for Kyle because this is the first time that he's missed a tournament, and he's rehabbed for the last 5 weeks, and knowing him, Kyle's on a mission, and without a doubt, he's the favorite to win this tournament.
I felt very in control of every single set, never really felt threatened. It's not about doing all you can today, it's about hitting what you need to hit today and getting ready for tomorrow. Bobby did a good job of that as well.
Look, this is World Long Drive. It's not golf, but at the same time, you're still swinging a golf club. The minute differences between swings can cause a huge difference in where the ball goes. It's crazy, and under pressure, when you're starting to feel it in those 2.5 minutes, it's hard to adjust on the run sometimes, and that's a part of the experience.
What I enjoy is looking at guys like Bobby Ray standing here, and what you don't see, what you'll see on these future episodes, is, his character, his charisma. Look at this guy.
Liquid chalk. That liquid chalk, I literally would throw the golf club 100 yards down the fairway. I mean, I'm a sweater. I sweat like a mother. So
we get 5 sets in these round robins where you get 6 golf balls, and it's a point structure, and Bobby put himself behind the 8 ball, and he literally had to get the last ball in play. He had to win the set, and he ended up putting up a 213.8 mile per hour golf ball that went up 400 plus yards to get the win, which was a huge win for him. Bobby's reaction was justified. 419 Bobby Ray gets in on the last ball.
Woo!
So yeah, that's what he needed to do. If he was going to aim out, 20 yards right, he was trying to hit a pole, and he hits a 213 ball and gets in. So Bobby Ray, the Cadillac kid.
There he is. Moving on.
absolutely beautiful day out here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Time to hit some bombs.
What does Bobby Ray have to do today to go from being, like yesterday, medium way Bobby Ray to more of yourself, which is long way Bobby Ray?
That's one hell of a question. But I'm not living up to the nickname, I gotta tell you that, so something's gotta change.
Bobby Ray's put himself in positions before to make final 16s, to make final 8s, and once you get a taste of that, you always want to get it back. And at the end of the day, he didn't have his best stuff. He had a couple sets that he was off on, and he ended up not advancing to the round of 16.
Once you start competing with the best in the world at anything, it's a pyramid, right? It gets harder and harder to move on and get deeper into events, and sometimes you have breaks that come down to just a couple yards.
Today was cool to be in the booth in the round of 16 because the way they have this formatted is that world number 1 actually went up against world number 2 today. Martin Borgmeyer went up against Kyle in the round of 16. So there was just some different form of energy in the booth, knowing that two titans are colliding.
So heads up, our world number 1, world number 2, it was a lot of fun. Absolutely smoked I think it was my 4th or 5th ball. I think it went 447, won that set. And in the quarters, I faced Zach Holt, another phenomenal hitter. When you're at these speeds and you miss by a yard or two, there's just not a lot you can do. And I missed on both sides by a yard or two. And it's gonna happen sometimes, and unfortunately it happened to me at the wrong time. I really felt like I was the longest hitter of this tournament. Just didn't pan out the way I wanted.
I think after this event, Kyle is going to be world number 1. I think he's going to jump Martin Borgmeyer again. He's going to get his number 1 ranking back, which is great for him. But for me and even him, he could care less right now about world number one. He wants wins, and I think that he has primed himself with his health. He's got 3 more events, and he's going to have a chance to get 3 wins, and one of those being a world championship.